things it said at the end of the story that I think people miss on a regular basis. It says that David took the head of Goliath and he took it to Jerusalem. That's just one of those things that you just sort of miss sometimes when you're reading. Look at it, it's there. I'm not making this up. He took the head of Goliath and he took it to Jerusalem. Now, Jerusalem at the time was a Jebusite fortress. It was not the city of David at the time. But it says that he took the head there. Now, what he would have done is he would have not been able to go inside the city. He would have been outside of the city. He'd been outside of the city walls. And he would have done one of two things. He would have either put the head on a stick and the birds would have eaten it, or he would have buried the head. Now, what's important to that is this, is that David is burying, or he's putting the head of Goliath right outside of the city gates of Jerusalem. The reason that's important is because when we get to the New Testament, we're going to see that Jesus, when he is crucified, is taken outside of the city, and he is taken to a place called the Skull, or a place called Golgotha. You might hear in Golgotha, Goliath of Gath, skull. David knew that at that place that he put Goliath's head, every giant that you and me would ever face would be slain.
Another esoteric Christian myth. Oh my geez. Let us break this down just a bit. So first and foremost, yeah, his name is not Goliath of Gath. His name was Goliath, son of Gath. That's right, son of Gath. Now, Gath has two different things about it. Gath is a city that is called Gath, but Gath is also Goliath's daddy, son of Gath. Now, it could be looked upon as he's a son of Gath, a son of that city, as we would say, I'm a son of Marietta, I'm a son of Atlanta, that sort of thing as well. Let me remind you, in 1 Samuel, it talks about how when David was hiding from Saul, that one of the places that he hid was in the city of Gath. So it could also be later used as to mean a refuge or place of that nature. So this Christian has taken these words and have mixed them up to mean something that it doesn't mean. Golgoth, the reason why it was named that, or Calvary, is because back in the day, the shape of it was shaped like a skull. That's why it was called Golgotha, because of the shape of the hillside, the mountain. It was really a hillside, it's not even a mountain. You wouldn't be able to see that today because they built a church on top of it. So you can't really see that shape, but that is why it was called Golgotha, and later called Calvary. But as far as this being some type of premonition of Jesus being crucified in this place, has nothing to do with David and Goliath's head being placed there. This is Christian esotericism gone wrong. So y'all remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.